New day, new stream. I think this title is quite edgy. It's mostly sarcastic, I want to say in advance, but yeah, no, we're doing it. People coming in with their crazy PRs introducing bugs left and right. So call it sabotage. It's not like, sabotage in a government infiltration sense, but more of in a what the heck, dude? What the heck, dude? What are you doing? So let me just diffuse that right away. Me with the clickbaity titles. Anywho, yeah, let's see. So SOT 85 doesn't work, is what I was saying. So this guy. All right, Tech Man. All right, Tech Man. But basically, this contributor contributed 2 footprints, and one of them looks the same. And he was like, well, one of them just doesn't parse. And that's not my problem or something. No, sir. It is. Anas, what up? What's going on? Good to see ya. Where are the PRs, dude? Where are the PRs? When's the last time I saw a solid Anas PR? It's been a little while. It's been a hot second. Oh, good to see you though. Good to see you. You know, it's really about just existing in the space a little bit. Oh, you know what? Am I sharing the wrong screen? I feel like nothing's going up on. Oh, I see. It's one of these things. All right. I'm trying out some new stuff with my stream configuration so I can see chat easier. But you know what? It's not working. I have like an invisible chat window, but it doesn't really work. So I guess I will not try to do that. Let's do this instead. All right, that works. Okay. All right, so there's a lot on the agenda. People have sent me probably like 30,000 reviews. So we'll see. I just finished final exams. Okay, so now you can do PRs. All right. I didn't know that final exams were more important than tscircuit to you. Says a lot. Says a lot, you know? What up, Tech Man? What do you think of the stream title? I jest, you know? I jest. Let's see. You know, something is up though with the stream. I think it's only showing my IDE and not other windows. So let me do some adjustments here. It's been a little while since I did a stream, so I think I have a bit of an issue. Display capture. Yeah, there's something weird going on. So I guess in my intro here, when I was showing all my accusations of sabotage, it didn't come through. Yo, Ayush, what up? What up? How's it going? Cool. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing reviews. I'm going to be doing some other stuff. You know, we'll be all over. We'll be all over, and that's fine. I got time today. So, the first thing is I wanted to polish up some docs. Our docs are very close to completion, or at least like some early form of completion. One of the biggest problems right now is nobody knows how to use Footprinter, like the strings. Like if you're actually creating a circuit, it's very hard to know what strings you can create. So I've created an issue this morning to address that, a pretty saucy one. But yeah, it's a pretty meaty issue, big bounty. Let's see. Where is it? Generated documentation. Looks like Anas is going for it. Good on ya. Good luck. The cache part of it is pretty easy. Ansh has previously done it on, I believe, Contributor Tracker, but it's pretty easy to do a cache for it. So would recommend that. Yeah, that generated documentation will help me generate the finished docs for docs.tscircuit.com, because nobody knows how to use the Footprinter strings right now. They are an enigma. They're a big mystery. Did someone say sabotage? Hello, Sevi. Yes. Complexity. Techman says today's title. I totally agree. He is an active saboteur. Yeah. So one of my I don't know, this isn't a thing in open source, but I really like accusing people of sabotage when they introduce a bug that's somewhat obvious. It looks like multiple people are doing this footprint, so I'm actually getting confused because there's a couple people doing it. Also, like, you know, guys, your PR title's garbage. All right, you know, I don't mean to be, you know, I sometimes I got to take it down a notch, you know, granted, but like, you know, dash. We don't use dashes, you know. Just do the right thing. Just do the right thing. It's just sloppy. It's just sloppy work. Anyway, let's see. So, yeah. So I accuse Techman of sabotage here because this footprint is clearly wrong. It says five pins, and it only has 3. So anyway, if somebody knowingly introduces or like obviously introduces a bug, I'm gonna start writing sabotage on the PRs, and then I'm gonna track how many times I said sabotage to someone. And I don't know if there'll actually be any data from that, but turn it up a notch. Yo, what up, Ethan? Oh, dude, I saw your message and I wasn't in a context where I could look at a voice message, so I think I didn't look at it, which is commonly the case. You know, if especially if someone sends me more than 3 sentences, you know, sometimes I forget. You know, but I will take a look at that later. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people want me to do reviews, but what I really want to do right now is this doc. So let's get back into it. So where does what URL do docs run on? Oh, you ever have to restart a server because you forget the port? That was me just now. Okay, so potentiometer. So one thing I don't like about this whole Algora search thing is it takes forever to index. So if you introduce a new page, it just doesn't show up. I'm surprised how popular Algora is, but maybe I'll figure it out over time. Okay, so invalid footprint function got header from string header 3. So yeah, I keep going back on this. I don't know how to. I just need to create 3 evenly spaced pins. I have no idea how to do it. Is there like and like it's like there's no docs. I'm writing the docs, so I literally don't even know how do I just create 3 evenly spaced plated holes. There's got to be a way to do it. How do I create 3 evenly spaced? There's got to be a way to do this. This is why it's annoying to not have docs. I don't know. Cap, BGA. What in here? Pinrow? Pinrow looks pretty good. It's not really a fantastic fit, but yeah, whatever. It'll work for now. I don't love it though, because it's really not a pinrow. But potentiometers are really not standard. Anyway, so we'll do pinrow 3. And now we've got something. The board is too big, so we'll reduce the size of the board a little bit. And then we should have a nice little dock for a potentiometer. We're going to start on the schematic view. It's a little better. I created another issue this morning. Potentiometers actually have 3 pins. So a potentiometer is like a variable resistor. You spin a little knob. Let's pull one up. Potentiometer. It's cute. It's cute. I sent a voice message to Max S, and he told me he didn't know how to respond and wrote an entire script. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's got to be off the cuff, right? It's got to be off the cuff. Yeah, this is that's a potentiometer, if you're curious. It's got 3 pins, but our schematic symbol currently only has 2 because this is how they're commonly used. But I did create an issue to revise that just because it's technically incorrect. That's probably all we need on potentiometer. It's not that common of a thing. Let's change the default view to schematic for our little preview there. Yeah. Our 3D views are almost here. They're coming along. We should have them soon. But I'm just happy that little. So let's see. Add potentiometer doc. All right. New day, new doc. I try to do a couple docs a day. It takes a while. Imagine an engineer who tried really hard making a PR and gets hit with sabotage. See, that's the thing, is normally my first couple reviews, nothing. But then when I know somebody should know better, I'm like, sabotage. These are the things that like you couldn't really do in a company. It would be like terrible. But if you have like an open source community, you know. Yeah, what I found is that you just have to take up the intensity a little bit with an open source community. Because like in a company, I'll talk to a guy. I'll have a couple one-on-ones with an engineer. We'll talk about things. But then, I got like, it's like the equivalent of, I don't know how many contributors we have actively right now, but it's a lot of people. And so there's just not that much time. And even if they're like, and then I couldn't be doing anything with that time, right? So it's really like this time trade-off. You really have to kick up the intensity with your conversations. Like otherwise people just don't get it, Like basically like we need to drive customer empathy, meaning people need to like actually think about the end user. We had a PR today where somebody, let's look at it. I'm gonna wreck Ansh a little bit more. Where is it? There's another footprinter one. Footprinter getting a lot of love. This one, and he was like taking. This is a good example of sabotage too. He's taking all these screenshots, like, oh yeah, like look, you zoom in, it looks great. The screenshots look a little weird, right? If you go and look at the snapshot test. Look at this effing thing. It's completely wrecked. Why did you even try to pass this off? You tried to pass this off, right? So it's like, it's really like, you should know. And this guy, Ansh, very frequent contributor. No offense, Ansh, but yeah, like customer empathy, right? Don't commit code that has a bug, right? Like, fix it. Anyway. Okay, so we are missing a couple elements. Any element that doesn't have these braces here, we're missing in our docs. So we're gonna try to throw these together really quick. We'll use a little bit of AI. We'll use some light AI to kind of speed this along. Crystal maybe is an easy one, so we can try doing Crystal. These docs will eventually be. We're gonna use this thing called Repo Mix. Let's go to Repo Mix. Repo Mix, formerly Repo Pack. I tried to make, I'm pretty sure like almost a year ago, I probably have a GitHub repo somewhere, but I was going to do this exact idea. So I almost feel like, especially with how well this is turning out, like, I'm like, damn, I really should have done that. Anyway, so this will take a repo and pack it together into something that can be digested by AI. So very, very nice. And we can actually use this as an input to Aider if we want to, so that it knows all the props and stuff like that that's available. Personally, I almost never take offense from engineers being blunt. I think at some point you have to tune your mind to not take feedback personally. Yeah, it's really like, I don't remember who did anything most of the time. Like, I don't remember who was responsible for this or that. But so it's like, it really isn't like a long-term thing. It's like, I'm offended not by you, but your code, right? So, it's like, it's not you that's bad, it's the code. Yeah, so, but anyway, this repo mix thing, it's basically concatenating all these files together in this very nice markdown syntax. And so you could feed this to an AI. We can copy this out. We can go to ticktokenizer.com. If you guys saw, I think it's TikTok Tokenizer. If you guys saw the recent Andre Karpathy, I don't know. I'm illiterate, so I don't know how to pronounce that name. But Andre Karpathy, he did a recent video and he promoted this very nice piece of software for determining how many tokens are in a string. I think it crashed when I pasted my string. That didn't last long. You can see in the whoever made this used T3 app. So T3 app getting around. Okay, so yeah, so you type things and it gives you the number of tokens. But for some reason I wasn't able to paste this. I don't know. Maybe is it really it's just too long? It crashes it. Ah, it's disappointing. Wow. This is the first time I tried to use this too. Shouldn't be crashing on that. Sibi, how to run Footprinter front end on local. Bun run start dev. Didn't look at me. I don't know. File an issue if those don't work. Generally, if bun run start doesn't work, you have grounds for an issue. You may be at, what is it? What's the old insurance saying? You may be entitled. You may be entitled to an issue. So yeah, I'd have to see the error. You can also ask somebody who's been able to run it. Oh, man. Oh, this is some good tea. It's got hints of honey. I got this from a tea house in Taiwan, and I'm almost positive I will never be able to get this again. So sad. So sad. Ah. It's like some tea house blend. Damn. Anyway, okay, crystal. Let's see if we can do a crystal. I'll do some reviews. I'll do some reviews in a minute. I know everybody wants to get their review. I did a ton of reviews a minute ago, so a lot of people. What's with the bowl? It's a teacup. What's with the bowl? Okay, so we're going to add to Ada. We're going to use O3 Mini to help us out with these docs. We're going to add to Ada all our other docs on elements. And we're going to say write a doc for crystal. And I'm going to paste in, so crystal, here are some other details. I'm going to give it just some random reference documentation. I'm going to be very lazy and just pull out random reference docs. So we've got this kind of file that defines an interface. So we'll throw that in. And then I am curious what footprint a crystal normally uses. And I think somebody did some work here, but I can't remember. Crystal, let's ask the old ChatGPT. What is a common footprint for a crystal? You're clearly more Chinese than I am at this point. I don't know about that. But I am very sad about, they really care about tea in Taiwan. HC49, do we support that? I wish you could tell at a glance if you supported something with Footprinter, but right now you can't. There's like no documentation on it. It's literally driving me crazy. Let's see if we have anything here. HC49, there it is. I think this is kind of recent too. So that's perfect. See, guys, your work, it means something. Okay, so we're going to have Aider generate that doc. Hopefully it does a good job. AI generated docs, if you really scrutinize them, if you scrutinize every detail and reduce them, I think they're fine. But man, people contributing, the reason why the docs are basically not open to contribution right now is people just committing too much AI slop. And like, you can't do that with docs, guys. Can't do it with docs. You gotta put in the effort to make sure every single line is correct. Crystal oscillator, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It requires a precise load capacitance and operates at a defined frequency. It's fine. We're not really here to teach people about crystals, but just, get alignment. So that's fine. Keep it short. I like to have a preview right away. I don't know why it, I don't know. Yeah, like this code is fine, but it should have put it inside of a code preview element. So let's remove this. Hit him with the preview right away. Hit him with the preview right away. Don't wait. Don't hold back. Boom. Let's get these docs going. Oh, I have some other things I want to do too. I just remembered. I want to do some homepage changes. Our get started link on the homepage like goes to the dashboard. I actually want it to go to our docs now because our docs are getting better. Invalid props for Crystal XT1. Name XT1. Invalid prop XT1 pin variant. Expected 2 pin. Pin variant default. I wonder if I can just remove that. Got invalid footprint function. Oh, interesting. Maybe we've got an out of date version here. So where there's something that's out of date, I'll actually like leave the error. But hopefully whoever implemented that HC did it right. Man, this stuff, it sucks because you just never know. Optional property, yeah. So let's not list default as an option there. So let's say 2 pin. So you can have a 2 pin or 4 pin variant of a crystal. Okay, that's fine. So that's good. We have an error in the doc, but that's how it is sometimes. Somebody else told me about a different error in the docs earlier today, but I think I immediately forgot about it. Let's see if we can find a screenshot here. In JLC, it's like this. All right, it's people talking about stuff. I love it. Great work talking about stuff, figuring stuff out. I love it. Big fan. Okay, here's the error somebody brought up. Silkscreen line doesn't work. Okay, let's take a look at that. Silkscreen line? Okay, I guess, man, that Algora search, the fact that it's not up to date is murder. Okay. I don't love how this looks. Okay. This is dumb. This is AI generated slop. I should have reviewed this better. So much slop. Max I is throwing shade at me about kicking my ass. I'm here for chaos. You down for a billiards night? Possibly. I'm starting a startup accelerator on Tuesday, so we'll see. We'll see about my availability. But I do love billiards, and I would kick your ass. So all of that is true. All of that is true. I do love billiards. Also ping pong. Sevi, merge my props PR. Props PR. Props PR. Props PR. Oh, you did a transform. I will take a look at that. I will take a look at that. I'm like, the more like important to me your feature is, the faster I will look at it. That line's useless. Yeah, that's all right. So yeah, we just got to remove a lot of useless lines. So I guess the issue is stroke width is a required property here. Stroke width of the line. So, you know, it's really important to keep your docs like looking good, like from like stylistically, like the code is good. You're doing all the right things in tables and stuff, because especially when I'm filling up context windows, the AI is going to copy stuff, you know, it's going to slowly figure out your tone of voice or whatever. So it's just good to do stuff like this. Like I like to have those all specially highlighted. And this isn't formatted super well either. Anyway, let's add stroke width, and let's see if that fixes our issue with this not rendering. Actually, don't see a line here. I do not see a line. Is that stroke width too small? Gotta do some head math here. 1010. Let's do 4040. I don't see a line. Oh no, maybe something else is broken. I think silkscreen line might not work. We might just have a bug with silkscreen line. I think most people use silkscreen path. So yeah, I think we just have a bug. This one's sick. I love it. 3D preview still broken, making me sad. And this 3D preview, for whatever reason, doesn't even show the silkscreen. So it's like double bad. Bro, are you sick today? What makes you think I'm... what makes you think I'm sick? Sick in the head or what? What the hell? You're starting an accelerator. Drop the deets. I'm doing the boost accelerator starting on Tuesday. Yeah, so it's gonna be a busy week, and then it goes 8 weeks. Rashad has merged it. Okay, nice. All right, let's see if I can get like one more doc done. Silkscreen circle. None of that stuff's very important, but it does bug me that it's not like formatted super well. Silkscreen text. That's a pretty good one. Let's see if we can do silkscreen text here. What are the properties for silkscreen text? Ooh. That is fine. Okay. Okay, so fix silkscreen line, add crystal. Neither of those are rendering properly, but the doc is correct, so it's our eval. It's the eval on svg.tscircuit.com. That's not working properly. The amount of infrastructure we're running to just make this stuff work, crazy. Okay, so add silkscreen text doc. Here are the props. See how that does? I kind of feel like O3 Mini is a little bit dumb. I actually like DeepSeek a little bit more from my limited testing. Sorry, Sevi has approved. So should I merge that? I have no idea what you're talking about. I wish you guys could send me links. Let me go to the README channel or the Review Me channel. Is there a post here? Change the file name, move specification, blah, 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 blah. Camel caseify it. Okay, so transform, PCB placements. Yep. Okay. Yep, this is right. And that order is correct. So that was an easy thing to mess up, but you did it right. So all of these should be marked deprecated to do this properly. You know, because we don't want to roll with both of these forever. So, yeah. Deprecated. The whole snake case to camel case transition. Fix the click to interact one. I can take a look at that. You still got snake case in here. Let's like what's worse than you know, snake case for this is friggin' mixed case, dude. Let's not support snake case here. I think you're gonna need a more sophisticated function, you know, to do this. Let's not do mixed case stuff here. I'm almost getting like, I almost want to push this issue off because it's going to cause so many issues because you know, of stuff like this. Usually you want that parse function to output something that, you know, you can transition over the course of like a year to the new format, and then you can sort of deprecate it after enough time. Anyway, okay, silkscreen text document. Why does it keep doing this? Why does it keep adding it as a code block here? I'm blown away at O3 Mini for consistently doing this stupid thing. I don't know. I don't even think Claude would do that. I don't know. I need a better model. I might start rolling with DeepSeek a little bit more. Because yeah, that stuff sucks. Or maybe yeah. Maybe I need to try architects mode too. Oh, fix the click to interact one. So click to interact on PCB viewer. I can take a look at that PR. Click to enable interaction. Click to enable interaction. Okay, so naming, API design. This is still not a good name for a Boolean. This is the name of a function. Click to enable interaction. That is a function. That's the name of a function because it's a verb. If you say click to interact enabled, now this is a Boolean. It's no longer a verb. Click to interact enabled. Right? Does that make sense? One is a verb, one is a noun. One is a verb, one is a noun. Got to keep that in mind. Like, would you call a function that, you know? Would it be grammatically correct? It's a grammar thing. Those little mistakes are actually very, very costly. They do add up. It sounds like I'm being anal or something. Absolutely not. Those mistakes, they add up in a big way over time. So, like, yeah, they add up in a big way because people make mistakes and then all those mistakes add up. I think you don't want to merge my PRs. All of my PRs. You introduce a new bug every time I make a PR, even if my PR is correct. What the F are you talking about, dude? Your PR... What are you talking about? Your PRs don't do the thing. You gotta think about the end customer. It's not about making me happy. It's not about getting a PR merged. It's about making sure that the customer or the user, really the user, because it's it's an open source product. This is so dumb. Some of these AI lines are just so verbose for no reason. Yeah, dude, you got to think about the end user. Like, we need to make the users happy, right? It's not about getting PRs merged or anything like that, right? Oh, let's keep it simple. Silk screen text. I don't know what the defaults are, so maybe this won't render, but let's see. Does it work? Yeah, that renders something. It's kind of weird. I wouldn't even give a default font size, but let's zoom in on that a little bit, make it better. Even though my PRs are correct. If a user would trip on it, it's not correct. It doesn't matter. The issue can be incorrect, right? But at the end of the day, all that matters is the user. My PRs are correct. It's a Anch, it's like a small view of the of your like role or purpose as an engineer. If you think I just need to solve the exact precise thing of the issue, AI does that. AI solves the precise thing that you're asking for in an issue. As a human, you need to think about the user. That's what AI is having trouble with right now, is thinking through the longer term, like, oh, why am I doing this? What is the implication of this? Why are they asking me to do this, right? Like, more deeply, thinking about the whole chain, using all that big context window in your brain, you know? If we just wanted people to solve issues and not think about the end user and the result and all of that, you know, we could basically just have people use AI, but we don't do that because people will, you know, the best contributors are also very creative with their contributions a lot of time. They'll do things like Shibo does a ton of work on the AI stuff, just iterating, experimenting, thinking about how can we make it easy for anyone to create electronics. So I think, like, you know, that's the greatest place of contribution. And the issues are just to get people started. Nobody, like, if you're engineering, I'm sabotaging just like you. That is my biggest struggle with engineers, is not having customer empathy. Customer empathy or user empathy is the most important thing to build in the team, because, like, it's not about just doing tickets, right? That's not the name of the game. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't even need issues. Like, I've managed people who, like, I don't know if I ever created an issue for them, because they would just see the things that needed to be done and just go do them, because they were interacting with customers or users or whatever. And you kind of have to be a user yourself to be able to do that. So I've been talking to a couple people recently about just, I think after these docs are done, I'll do a video series where we just build circuits. Because I've been hoping that contributors just go off and build circuits, but it just hasn't been happening. And we can run a competition and stuff like that, but I almost feel like that's going to be very internal and not externally reach out so much. So I really want to get, like, just people building circuits. And we might have to like do something that is more inviting than just a competition. A competition is, like, really good for internal stuff, but I don't think it reaches out. I think a course would reach out better. I've been saying I wanted to do a course for like 6 months, but the product seems to be maturing enough. All right, let's see. Do we want to do one more element? We have a group element we could do. We have push button. There's a bunch of pretty easy elements. They're pretty fast, but man, I feel like it takes a lot of time. It's not that fast. All right, so add silk screen text. Maybe I call it there, because it's just like doing docs all day is so draining. And it's not hard work, but people have just been messing it up. If somebody wants to, you know, really enter my heart, you know, they would just say, hey, I'm gonna write the best friggin' docs. There is not gonna be one mistake in my docs. And then you would have a place in my heart if you became if you were actually, you know, you were like, I understand the product and I want to do docs. Yeah. Maybe I'll have a maintenance tracker award for that eventually. Also goes like Anch, many get issue with some PR. Me also goes like Anch, get new issue with some PR. Yeah. You want to be above the issues. Well, Techman, see, here's the thing. Even though you're doing issues, you did go out and find the footprints that needed to be made. So I would say that you're approximately, you're getting closer to that point. But like really what people should do is try to build a board, realize we're missing some obscure thing, and then go build that thing. What's really hanging up people right now who are building circuit boards is we can't route very big boards. So you guys have probably seen there's some people building letters with LEDs, and the trace count goes over 200, and those are struggling. So we introduced sub-circuit caching recently, and that fixes it. Oh yeah, I thought of a new slogan for college for TS circuit. What was the new slogan? Oh yeah, wait, hold on. When I wanted to see how this looks on the homepage. So when AI codes electronics, it uses TS circuit. It's kind of dumb. It's a little bit salesy, but I kind of like this this revised slogan. Let's see how it looks. I might cringe a little. Ooh, things are broken. Let's do a bun install. Whenever you see a dep issue. It's not about the end user. I'm just talking about my fortune. I don't know if it's bad. All the PRs I make for 2 weeks, I'm dealing with exams and these fucking things. Yeah, sometimes you can't manage it all, man. Like, you know, you gotta find your limits. You gotta find your limits. I'm just trying to manage my fortune. I'm just trying to make money, bro. Tell me how you really feel. Jeez. Just fun, man. You know, emotion is kind of part of, I'm a believer that emotion is kind of part of, you know, doing, kind of like caring about stuff, you know, but every young engineer is going to get burned out because they don't know, because they just don't know their limits. So, you know, I'm like, I'm not like in the camp of like, oh, you can avoid burnout. I don't really like how that looks. When AI codes electronics, AI codes, what about AI codes electronics with TS circuit? I'm really pitching the vision on this one. I don't know if I love it. AI codes electronics with TS circuit. I don't know if I love it. But, you know, a new foundation, the old slogan here was a new foundation for electronic design, and I like that a lot, but I want to lean into AI more. Who needs emotion? I'm just a vessel to drive shareholder value. That's really funny. I am just a vessel. I love yeah, that's pretty funny. I love the word vessel. My dad used to refer to my dog as he used to say, when I look into Otto's eyes, our dog was Otto, I just see an empty vessel, and I always thought that was pretty funny. to call something an empty vessel is so like it is affectionate, of course. Anyway, that's pretty funny. Okay. AI codes electronics with TS circuit. Maybe we're taking too many risks on that one. Too many like assumption risks. You know what? F it. I don't care. I'm going to see what it looks like. F it. We'll launch with that. Get started. Okay, so currently, if you hit get started, it's asking if you're signed in, and it's going to take you to these pages. I get it. I dig it. It's fine. But I think what I want to do is actually take them off site. How do I do that? To docs.tscircuit.com. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. Docs.tscircuit.com. Quick start. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I can't add a href to my button. Let me see if I can do it this way. It's actually been a while since I've written proper front-end code. I've been doing a lot of... I had to do solid recently. I'm going to be doing a lot of solid. Working with the Tiny Tape Out team, hopefully. Category intro. What is TS Circuit? Quick Start Web. You know, I really don't know where to take them on these docks. Let's go here. I don't feel like this landing page for the docks really grabs me. What's React's landing page? I feel like a lot of people have a separate landing page for their docks. Yeah. I guess this one doesn't grab me, but it makes me navigate. Yeah, I'm not sure. We should really have like a quick start button here. Can I add that really quick? It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully they are able to figure out from the sidebar. I don't know. We can optimize it a little bit later. AI codes electronics with tscircuit. You know what's weird about this too is tscircuit is like in this this casing. It's like a nightmare from a casing perspective. You know what though? I'm gonna roll with it. All right, add get started link to go to docs. All right, done. Is Ansh upset? Let me see. What's going on in this chat here? Sorry, I guess my chat is really small too. Bring circuits to life with code. tscircuit! Exclamation point. You know, all of these are not really super great. There's a book on landing page design. I forget the name. Let me get this PR up so that the checks are running while I explain this. But there's a PR in landing page design. It's all about like really get started goes to docs and AI codes electronics with tscircuit. Anyway, there's a book on landing page design. It's all about addressing a customer pain point. The thing with tscircuit is people don't know they need it yet. There's like a category of startups that fall into this. AI was a category of startups that fell into this for a long time, right? With ChatGPT, people didn't really know they wanted AI. So it's a little awkward when you're in that phase. But usually you want to have like a customer pain point and say like, you know, something like solve your financial crisis with credit cards, something like that, right? It's like very clearly oriented towards your pain point. And then you can do an objection-based heading design where each time that person thinks of an objection, you attempt to address it. So that's like good landing page copy sort of logic. In my case, the foundation for electronic design wasn't really saying what I wanted to say, which is tscircuit is the future. The future involves AI, and and this is very compatible with that. And so this is the next thing. That's really what I want people to think. Even new foundation for electronic design, I want them to think this is the next thing. But I wasn't really like catching on to a current trend, and so it wasn't. I think it wasn't really resonating. So this is like this actually says quite a bit. Like AI codes electronics says a lot. Like, okay, first of all, we know that AI codes. We already know that AI is good at coding. So that resonates as a trend. And then coding electronics. Oh, this is a coding thing for electronics. And then bringing it all together. So I think it actually says a lot, but there's probably a better copy. Ansh says, you know me, I am a 2-crown contributor. I am just frustrated I can't go beyond 2 stars for 2 weeks. Easy, you don't know it yet, but you need this. You don't know it yet, but you need this. As your slogan. You don't know it yet, but this is what you want. Yeah, copy is really hard for landing pages. You can spend forever on your copy. Landing pages in general, you can spend forever on. So I'm not gonna overthink it. Solo founder, you only have so much time. The hardest part about being a solo founder, by the way, just as an aside, is the fact that nobody is tweaking your demo, like fixing your demo every day. Like, if you are talking to people, trying to get investment, whatever, usually you would have a CTO in the background fixing your demo, making sure their job is to make that thing friggin' work, make sure it's 100%, and the CEO's job is to talk to people. If you don't have that person in the background, man, tough. And you know, all the contributors help, there's all of this, but like it's different when somebody's like full job, like their entire existence is like, I need to make sure that that demo is friggin' amazing. It's a completely different vibe. We can't even afford it, honestly, because we have so much stuff to do. Oh, this is looking good. Wait, this looks great. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. I hate that you misspelled tscircuit in your Discord server name. Whoa, nice. Yeah, can take a look and get the credentials later today. Yeah, so we're going to do automatic Discord roles based on people's contribution scores. So very excited about that. Hello, everyone. I am new to this repository and channel. Can somebody tell me how to set up this project on my local system after cloning? You know, we are beginner friendly here. We are beginner friendly. Don't know how to clone it? Not a problem. Not a problem. Hey, Javi. Here's our contribution guide. There are links to videos in there, I think. Oh, see ya, Ethan. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Just give me motivation, sir. Just give you motivation. Anch, you get a little bit of cashola, all right? Oops, I accidentally exited live stream mode. Let me turn on oh wow, my laptop's not charging. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's do not disturb for 1 hour. That'll do it. Fixed the naming variable in PCB viewer. Okay. Think about, you know, these reviews, guys. I like, you know, it's good. We're making progress. We're making progress, and I like that. But, you know, it takes a lot of time. I hope you can see it takes a lot of time that, you know, other features can be built in there. So I'm just saying, mix it up a bit. Get Rashab to review some things. Rashab is a great reviewer. He's kind. He often approves, even faster than me. Oh, that broke the page. I clicked the wrong thing and it broke the page. That's great. Let's click this again. All right. Click to enable interaction. Oh, dude, you have to have an click to interact. Oh, you got to do it bigger than that. You got to do it bigger than that. Yeah, it's like off. It's like off to the side here. I don't even see that thing. Then when I click it, it changes the transform. Okay. Do I have to leave a review on your PR, or are those two things kind of clear? Click to interact. Look at this. Look at this, dude. Look at this text. It's friggin' serifed. Okay. So bigger. Put it like, I don't know. Put it in the middle probably. And then when I click it, it shouldn't pan, right? That transform should still be computed. I think I left a comment, something about, you know, the reset transform isn't quite right. So, yeah, but it is looking pretty good. This is going to be very helpful on mobile. The other thing I would validate is when you are in that mobile layout, you know, when people are scrolling up and down the page, it should be like, they should very explicitly click on it. If you're just scrolling up the page, it shouldn't trigger. I think phones do that automatically though, so you should be good. But yeah, looking good. You're looking good, Ayush. It's looking good. No hate, no sabotage there. It's just it's great. It's great. It's great. All right, let's what are we gonna do? Forgot. Caching, I think we were gonna do something with caching. I literally closed all my windows. So let's see. So we want to make it so that the registry API can cache, and to do that we have to support some new props. So let's get into it. So if we go to group, I think, yeah, there's these sub-circuit group props. And we want to create, oh, PCB route. Oh, okay. PCB route. So you can store a cache, but we actually want to, oh, it could be an auto router property. Sorry, I'm kind of like just discovering this as I work through it. So we want to be able to enable, oh, look at that, cache. Oh, no. That's, okay. So let's say server cache enabled. Okay. So we're going to default this to true, but for now, I just want to do like local tests, local-ish tests where we test that server caching because we think it'll be unreliable, but this should like 100x a lot of circuits, especially the LED letters where you have a lot of redundant auto routing, sub-circuit auto routing. Just give me motivation, sir. I am reviewing and helping you, but getting your frustration on me and nothing else. Sorry, but this is hard truth to gulp. Then you say me, where are your PRs? Are you, oh, like, because you're saying you're trying your best, but I'm giving you a lot of crap. Well, welcome to the real world. It's never enough. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, the contribution score basically reflects how I see. It really is a pretty close reflection of how much value I see people creating. And like we'll tweak it until it is, but why am I saying this? But like, yeah, I mean, if your score is low, it doesn't. I mean, in life, even if you're doing a lot of work, it doesn't matter, right? You're not gonna. You got to create value. Okay, so server cache enabled. We've got that property. Where do I even need to adjust anything else? Why is it complaining? I got some type error. I think I have to add Zod validation somewhere. Okay, so server cache enabled. Auto router prop. There we go. Server cache enabled. Okay. Are we good? I think that's all we need to do. So we're just giving the ability to use a server cache, and then we're going to implement the server cache somewhere else. But we always make a PR to props whenever we want to introduce a props-based feature, you know, something you enable or whatever. Excuse me. Okay, so what should we call this PR? We'll call it... yeah, server cache enabled. Enabled. You can literally just call it introduce autorouter.server cache enabled. I think people, you know, I think I push people on occasion, but the result is always excellence. So, you know. Take the push, take the shove. Make your processes more efficient. But also, you know, if you're in school, focus on school and whatnot. You know, you might have put too much pressure on yourself by getting all the stars or whatever. All right, so we got this prop going, and then we need to then adapt core to send this to the server, I think, so that the server can say, oh, okay, I'm going to cache. This is, if I did this feature today and only this feature, it would be a good day. This is a very complex feature. Caching, you know, caching is truly the devil. But we've done a lot of work. We have an open source cache engine, cache keying engine. It handles cache normalization and denormalization. So pulling things out of cache and then adapting them. It's really annoying. Okay, bye. Just upset today. The last thing I want to ask is the dip footprint snapshot drama thing. When I blah, 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 it zooms in, changes all the test snapshot dip tests. Yeah, I mean, if it fixes the other dip things, that's good. That's good if you fix the other dip things. Sometimes if you know, it's a really dramatic change, sometimes people will do the fix in a separate PR than introducing a new feature. So you could separate the fix and the bug fix and the feature, because you're also doing a feature, I think. So you could separate it into 2 PRs, but you can also do it together because it's not too big. But yeah, emotion is good, Ansh. I think emotion is good, you know. But you know, gotta get stuff done, you know. The real world is harsh and unforgiving, just like me. Okay, so you were saying welcome to corporate. I would not say I'm corporate. I would actually say corporate is very forgiving and you can basically sit on your ass and do almost nothing most of the time. Corporate is very forgiving. Corporate isn't the real world, you know. But I see what you're saying. Corporate is a fake world and corporations survive on their, you know, their moats. They're not surviving by innovating. Some are, but very few. Sevi, allow creating footprints on Footprinter website. Ooh, that's a good PR. You're trying to butter me up with some good PRs here. Let's see. Oh, look at all these friggin' PRs. Why are you guys... Oh, I guess nobody... Okay, let's review that. I'm just going to pick some at random here. Changes requested. I'm going to try to not pick any that have been... I don't know why people compete on PRs sometimes. It looks like Rakesh is competing with Ansh here. I don't see it, dude. Where's the PR? Got me all excited. Do we need to run footprints by name? You basically need to have a text box. Let me see. I actually had one of these in the past. Footprint, what was it? Let me go to the old, if we go to the old homepage. Yeah. So basically something similar to this. This is, this one uses AI, which we should eventually have. I should probably just set this up, actually. Oh, I can call it like footprint.tscircuit.com. What is this called? Text to footprint? We could just adapt this, honestly. Basically, we want this, but we want it to be up to date because it's not very up to date right now. Yeah, I don't know. Let's maybe we adapt this. This code is probably old as hell though. Text to footprint. But you get the idea. So the difference is you don't need to do AI. You can literally just type in. We just want something where you can type in the footprint and it just generates the footprint. That's all we want. Super simple. Oh, I should probably just use this, huh? Because it's already here. It's just out of date. Sevi, when can I get access to review and help people? I am super excited to jump in and start reviewing and helping. I'm just waiting for my chance. Oh, for the Footprinter repo? Well, let's see. I mean, okay. Techman, I want you to. You know what? We can try it. We can try it. I'll give you review access. But like the things I was saying, like sabotage on it earlier, you have to watch for those. You see what I'm saying? like you got to guard the product. You know what I mean? If there's a bug in the product, like, you know, the problem is, like, I don't know. It's hard to like, I have good carrots. I don't have good like sticks. If somebody introduces a bug, there's no way for me to be like, yo, what the heck? Other than like embarrassing them on stream, maybe. It's like the most I can do. But GitHub search here is so crap. I think that's, is that you? It's hard to tell. I think that's you. So we're going to give you, I think, triage. So we'll start with triage and then you can, I think that'll give you the ability to review. Let me know if it doesn't, but you should be able to review with that. And then we can move to more. But you might not have merge access with that. You don't have write access, so I don't think you can merge. But literally, like, just catch if you catch a bunch of cases of somebody messing up, like Anch has many times caught people with simple mistakes, then you can have merge access. I am guarding it. Yes, you are. Anch, you are doing a good job with guarding. Yeah. Yeah. Anch, you're doing great. I see so much potential, and that's why I'm so intense. But I do think you could, I do think, yeah. Well, anyway, I see a lot of potential. I think you can do a lot, so you should do more. I get it though with school. School is. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from doing school. If you don't have time, you don't have time. But you're gonna get a pretty unassuming experience here. I'm just gonna treat everybody the same regardless. Okay. So we want to do caching. So like auto routing jobs creates, because we know the endpoint. It's pretty easy to just say server caching enabled, and we'll say it should be in our props, I guess. Something like that. We're not getting good type safety here, so I might have to be slightly cautious. Let's update the latest version of props. Thanks a lot. I'm all set to start reviewing and helping out now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you get contribution points for reviewing too, so it's good. I try to make that contribution score basically reflect for people how much they've helped to the project that week. I try to keep that thing pretty honest. I think it's been off in the past, but I try to keep it pretty honest. Oops. Yeah, we are doing some definite janky stuff here with the with this props management, but I think I can do props.autorouter, and it doesn't wanna give me the property. I think it's because it can be a string or an object. So let's create something auto routing object or options. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit annoying. Okay, so something like that where we spread it in, and then we can now put in default settings. Oh. Auto router prop, auto router config. Oh, that's not exported? Is it really not exported? Oh, it is. Cool. Okay. So this will just be a little bit cleaner. It's like a lot of weird stuff happening here. Ugh. I hope I don't break too much stuff with this. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't like me accessing the string. Server cache enabled. Oh, server cache enabled. Okay. Instead of server caching enabled, server cache enabled. Okay, so theoretically this can be replaced by auto routing options.server URL. I really hope I don't break anything. And then we have server mode. So we'll set server mode to job by default, and that can be overridden. I know what you were saying. I am on it. Okay. I've asked from my college if I can get knock in May. I can do full-time work. What is knock? What is knock? I don't know what knock is. That sounds like some weird college term. Knock. NOC. Okay, so we'll keep the naming consistent. Server cache enabled. This stuff is really hard to test, so we'll see if I can do a test for it. This stuff is really hard to test, though. There's just a lot of systems, and we don't currently have a sort of like community auto routing service, or because it's like very deployment specific. So it'd be like, even if I open sourced it, it'd be like, okay, who's gonna deploy it on fly? So yeah, I think we will basically just make sure none of the other tests fail. I could do a test just to make sure the server gets it. Remote auto routing test. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. So let's say yeah, we can test this. We can try to test this. Remote auto routing 5. .test.tsx, and then I like to number it and give a name. So we'll say 5 dash. What's a good name for this? Auto routing cache enabled, and we can expand on this later to maybe actually test the cache, especially if we get a community edition deployed server that can run locally and doesn't take forever. We don't need to worry about job mode so much. So we have a test auto routing server. This is simulating the production server. We're going to say require server cache enabled, and then we'll make it just require that prop. And so then we can ensure that the server is getting it. NOC, no objection certificate. I don't know what that is still. Yeah, exactly. Same, Anj. Can we do the same for full-time 3 to 4 months in summer, which is necessary for college? You guys want to work full-time for a summer? You might be able to. I'm open to it. Yeah, I'm open to something like that. If people want to work for the summer. Is it summertime soon in India? February is like fucking cold. I guess it's like spring break, right? It's not summer break, spring break. I don't know, or maybe it's different. Okay, server cache enabled. Blah blah blah. All right, so we're returning an error if we don't have a server cache. We're going to require that server cache, and then we're just going to do the auto router server cache enabled true. And it should be false by default, right? Server cache enabled or false. So we'll change that to true eventually, but okay. I'm barely following if you're not following what's going on, I'm barely following what's going on. We don't really need a snapshot for this one. Just not getting that error would be great. Yeah, okay. So I think it works. And we can like prove it works by normally it's good to have sort of a test for both, but like just to keep things simple. This is called a happy path test. We're only testing when it works. So you usually want to have at least one negative path test, but in this case what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, comment this out, and we should see that it fails now. If it doesn't fail, we have a problem. Oh, it didn't fail. Remote auto routing 5. Wait, what is this? What's going on here? Oh, I was running the wrong test. Test features remote. Oh, I guess I used the number 5 twice. That's my mistake. Let's rename that. Give it number 6. Yeah, Sevi, in India, the summer break is from May to August. Okay. NOC is means that I get approval from college so I can work without thinking of going to college. So you take a break from college. Interesting. Okay. Sounds like logistics that I'm not super involved with, which is great for me. I hate logistics. Okay, so this is working, but I think it's supposed to be failing. So let's check our test server. Require server cache enabled. Require server cache enabled. If not, body server cache enabled. Am I crazy? It's commented out. It shouldn't be enabled. Let's log what the server is getting. I'm so confused. Okay, there's our body. Provider free routing. Auto start true. It's a really long log line. So we got input circuit JSON here. What else do we have? Provider auto start. It's not there. What the heck, dude? What the heck, dude? Require server. What is going on? Require server cache enabled. I feel like I'm losing my mind. What is going on? All right. I should use a debugger. It'd be easier. Require server cache enabled true. What? But this should be throwing an error. Do we have async? Oh, there is an error being thrown. Async effect error. But then the test passes. I think the original test wasn't so good. Expect circuit trace length to be greater than select all trace. I think the other test is garbage. Circuit.db.pcbtrace.list. Yeah, it's like checking for the wrong thing. Oh, it's disappointing. I think the other test is junk. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wow. I'm not going to think too hard about that, but the original test was bad, so when I copied it, it kept the same bug where it would like basically always pass. We have to get valid proof that we work full time. That sounds like a lot of commitment, though. Like a letter of offer or something like that. And TechMan wants it too. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I can probably do that stuff, but I don't really like to give people, because, not that I don't trust you guys, but it's kind of like with students, sometimes, throw them a couple grand and they're just going to coast all summer. How do I know you guys aren't just going to, take a couple grand and go, we do a PR a week. You know what I mean? How do I know you'll have the highest level of integrity? Nah, we can probably make it work. I'll just give you more money if you do PRs. Something like that. It's not really me giving money, also. It's really, it's really like our very limited budget being dished out, for value. Okay, anyway, we added this property. Add server cache enabled to auto routing requests. Need help? Can you add a screenshot? I'm trying to build it. The 3-pin, you can figure it out. 3-pin potentiometer. You can find a schematic symbol for that. I think the docs are pushed, the latest version of the docs. So you can see what's currently there, but it's just a 3-pin 3-pin potentiometer symbol schematic. Yeah. Looks like that. There's plenty of examples. Easy question. Easy question. All right. Something's failing. Type check failing. Oh my goodness. The highest level of integrity is I have 120 PRs merged, but out of them 50 are bounties, so we don't let things go. I mean, you're sponsored, Anj. You're sponsored. So what you're saying is if I stop sponsoring, then you would still be contributing. Is that right? I mean, maybe. I mean, I hope so. But you're also sponsored. It's not like, you know. See, what you have to overcome right now is I have a historical rule where I don't like to take in interns. Because I've never really had an intern experience work out where you guys have onboarded for a while now, so you are the highest likelihood of working out, but it really just hasn't worked out for me in the past. Invalid props for capacitor Q2. Invalid props for capacitor Q2 type. I think this is because of a change in tscircuit where transistor type is no longer an accepted prop. So when we updated types, I guess we broke a lot of stuff. So stop props.type. Yeah, we just got to update all these. It's a really verbose syntax. So normally I'm kind of against the word type, but I just don't like the verbosity of the syntax. I think if it's user facing, you can use type. I make a lot of compromises on API design for the user. Blue face smiling. I don't know. No, sorry, I'm making a dig for myself. Okay. Arn, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you. I'm very excited to review your Discord thing. I haven't reviewed it yet. You're good with the bounties and the sponsorship? Ah, okay, good. Okay, change transistor type to type. That's gonna break some stuff, but I think it's fine. Yeah, Arn, I'm super excited about your Discord stuff. I'm like super excited, but I don't like to work with API keys on stream, so I'm gonna look at it later. Some things I take a little bit longer to get to. There's like different things I take longer to get to. One is if it's not like something I need as a user, sometimes takes me a little longer. Like the 3-pin potentiometer, like I'm gonna have a potentiometer soon, so I actually need it, which is why it has like a higher bounty and all that. But the Discord thing I do want to do. One I don't know if I mentioned this, but for the Discord thing, I want the roles. I don't want anybody to get like a 2 or 3 star role on day one. I want people to have to re-earn their maximum because the contribution score has been broken in the past. And like to be honest, I might like I don't like. I think what we need to do is have, it basically starts on a date. So I don't know if that was there, but that's definitely something I want to do. I don't want to like everybody on day one is like already at the max. It's not even fun. It's like you have so little to gain from continuing on. So you may be confusing me. Oh, you're the KiCad mod guy. Wait, are you serious? You're not the same Arn from Discord? Wait, hold on. There's no way you guys have the same handle, right? Arn. All right, I guess I am confused. I'm Arn4V on Discord. What? Wait. Who is dope? Who is dope? Isn't dope Arn? Dope's not Arn? Who is dope? I thought dope was Arn. I literally have no idea what's going on anymore. I think we support uploading KiCad mod files. Did anybody do that? No, we don't support it. But you can go to KiCad component or whatever, that website. But man, we should support that. How come nobody's worked on that? You did that, LOL. Dope is the other Arn who made the bot. You did that, LOL. I requested that. Yeah, I'm confused. That's fine. I'm just gonna, yeah, I need numbers now. Arn1, Arn2. I don't know. I give up. What is going on? Default, string, refine, invalid format, expected. Interesting. That works. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just interpreting this PR. Function, I don't really understand it, though. He's never getting the pin count out, though. T2, 3, 2. But it works? How is this even working? For plated holes, num pins. So num pins is the number of pins. Oh, do this parsing in a Zod transform. That's where I was confused. Or rather than in the function. See other comment, which I haven't written yet. So to do this properly, you want to do like dot transform. It's basically like something like this, and then you want to add num pins as like a.parse, a.fn.parse, blah, 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 blah. And then function is TO220. Something like that. I also think, is there a default for TO220? Like, should people expect to be able to just do TO220? Because if so, but this is a pretty good solution. So I think what's his face should also look at this. Techman. CC Techman, check out this implementation for T220_3. All right. Where are we at? Server cache to auto routing requests. We merge this. Okay. So that's all the easy part of the auto routing cache. Then we have to actually cache it on the server. That being said, my laptop is basically dead and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna cut it off there. But thank you for all the PRs, for all the sabotage. You know I enjoy it all. So have a good rest of your days or nights or whatever, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, you know? Gotta boost these numbers. Gotta give me that boost. If you're not subscribed on youtube.com/SeviIber. Gotta boost that up, guys. When am I gonna hit 1,000, you know? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The best Pomodoro timer is your laptop's battery. Truth, truth. Thank you, Tech Man. Thank you to everybody who did the contributions. I do appreciate them, even if I'm yelling at you the entire time and it looks like I hate all the code. You know, I appreciate it. Thanks, Ayush. Thank you, Tech Man. All right, talk soon, everybody. Thank you.